Just as I have been predicting, the celebrated spending cuts from Donald Trump and Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency aren't cuts at all. And some of the biggest ones have been quietly deleted, just very quietly deleted, never to be heard from again. So 5 of the most touted savings have quietly disappeared from Musk's vaunted wall of receipts that they excrete on X after mounting evidence showed there were either errors, duplicate counts, or complete and total fabrication. So let me tell you what's going on, and I don't think you're going to be shocked by this. They've been claiming we've already saved $65 billion thanks to what we've been able to find. And so this number was examined by the New York Times and by others, and it turns out it's not true. You first have the $8 billion in immigrations and customs enforcement that was supposedly cut. It turns out it was an $8 million contract. So they cut an $8 million contract and they said, we just saved $8 billion. Wrong. And so that one has been deleted. It was off by a factor of 1,000. The explanation is simple. The Doge team used incorrect data from a contracting database. They should have realized this is the wrong number. Even ICE's entire annual budget isn't $8 billion. And so it makes the whole claim completely implausible. You then had, we cut $655 million times 3 from USAID. It's really $1.9 billion. Turns out they counted the same cut 3 times. These people. So that was not a $1.9 billion cut. It was $655 million. Another error involved, I guess we would call it multiplying by 3. Now, the other problem is that the real savings appears to only be $18 million because they didn't understand the ceiling values versus actual spending. So they say it's a $1.9 billion cut. Turns out they counted $655 million 3 times. Turns out $655 million was the ceiling price of that contract. The real amount of money that's been spent under that contract was only $18 million. $1.9 billion became $18 million. We then had, this is like number 4/6, depending on how you count that triple cut that didn't exist, a $232 million non-event at the Social Security Administration. Doge said, we just cut $232 million from Social Security. It was really a $560,000 adjustment. This was related to an IT project to update gender markers. Oh, we're getting rid of gender. We're getting rid of pronouns. We're getting rid of DEI. It saved them $560,000. They claimed it was $232 million. And then there's a $1.9 billion treasury contract that predated Doge. That's what they say they've been able to save. But that was actually canceled before Doge was created. So it was a canceled contract. It has nothing to do with Doge. It has nothing to do with President Trump. It has nothing to do with Elon Musk. So they tried taking credit for a cut that Biden cut. You can't even write this stuff. So here's the pattern. The cuts aren't real cuts. They've been wildly exaggerated. It's not just sloppy bookkeeping. It seems like it's a deliberate attempt to inflate savings that just don't hold up under scrutiny. And when you dig into the details, most of the reductions crumble into nothing. It's like when you take cotton candy and you put water on it and suddenly it's gone, and you show it to a monkey and they go, oh, what happened? That's what it is here. You pour a little water on this stuff and it disappears just like cotton candy. Swing and a miss, try it again. And so much more about the folly of Doge on the David Pakman Show podcast. I hope that you're subscribed on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. If you're not, consider double subscribing. It costs nothing, and it really helps us grow the show. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Leave a review even, if you so choose. We'll take a quick break. We're going to talk about what's going to happen with your taxes with accountant congressman. I believe Tom Suozzi is the only CPA in the House of Representatives. He will join me next to talk about what's likely coming in terms of taxes. Did you know that if you follow news and politics, as I know everyone in my audience does, you can win a little cash for it? Manifold is the app and website where you can turn political knowledge into cash. They've been a loyal sponsor supporting what we do here at the David Pakman Show. It's totally free to play. Here's how it works. Every day, Manifold gives you free in-game money called Sweep Cash, which you use to make predictions on political news. If your predictions turn out to be correct, you win more Sweep Cash, redeemable for real-world cash. Each Sweep Cash is redeemable for a US dollar. Very simple. Think of the predictions you've made in the past that have come true. Your correct political predictions turn into real cash. Go to manifold.markets/Pakman. You'll get free extra Sweep Cash just for signing up to get you started. You don't have to spend a dime to play and win real-world cash. But if you're feeling bold, you can use my link to get 40 extra Sweep Cash for just $20. Plus, you'll get 5,000 mana, the platform's other in-game play money. The link is in the description.